Welcome to Cayenne, and we're going to talk a little bit here about this herb Capsicum annum that you may be familiar with because it's used in the kitchen. It's a common culinary herb, even though it's very hot, very spicy, right? Little teeny bit goes a long way. It's also a medicine, and this is an interesting herb. We're talking about it specifically from why it can surprise you. Because it's a hot herb, you would think its applications would be quite specific. And as it turns out, from a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, TCM is considered one of the king of herbs for its ability to treat baffling conditions. I love that. And it's been used in many cultures, right? It's revered in Western traditional Chinese medicine. The ancient Aztecs and Mayans used this herb. There's archaeological sites that go back 9,000 years showing that it was, being utilized back then. They typically used it for toothaches, and mixing it with raw cacao. Now, that was not a drink that was popular. This literally hot chocolate was not used by the general population, but by the upper echelons. And they used it, cayenne, less as a culinary herb, the way they, like a lot of the other chilies, used a lot in cooking. Cayenne was reserved for this sort of special place for more medicinal, more healing. It stimulates, one of its interesting things that I think can be very surprising is despite the fact that it's a hot herb, it can help stimulate the flow of digestive secretions and saliva. This means collectively it's promoting the digestive process. It can even surprisingly help prevent and even treat stomach ulcers, which is interesting, right? Spicy, hot, these are the kinds of things you're told to avoid sometimes when you have that, but in the right amounts, this is a surprise you herb. It also is considered to have this unusual ability to improve the effectiveness of the other herbs that are taken with it. So this makes it an incredible, what we call adjunct herb, an herb that's put in a formula to boost the healing powers of the other herbs in the formula. So again, just a little dash. And especially when you're treating something that has a lot of complexity to it, a little bit like, I don't know, is it more this way? Is it more that way? Not really sure yet what's going on fully. This could be a little dash of cayenne in your blend, might be what you need to jumpstart your healing process. Makes a great eye wash. Now there's a weird one because we usually think of cayenne being mixed with water to make pepper spray used to inhibit or protect a person. But again, in small amounts and used right, it's going to stimulate these fluids and get them rinsing the eye out naturally. So it has a lot of interesting applications. Obviously, heart health is a big one. Check out our website to find out more about cayenne info. That's our email, which you're always welcome to write us to, info@White Rabbit Institute of Healing. And visit White Rabbit Institute of Healing to find out more about this really quite extraordinary herbs. It has applications you may not be aware of, but could be making much better use of. In traditional Chinese medicine, it clears obstructions. It's a blood cleanser. There's a lot more to cayenne than hot and spicy.